And now let us study about the kinetics of the elimination. Kinetics of the elimination. The knowledge of the pharmacokinetic of elimination of a drug provides the basis for as well as serve to devise rational dosage regimens and to modify them according to individual needs. So why we have to learn the kinetics means the movement pattern of a drug of the elimination, how much quantity of the drug is eliminated, how much is retained inside the body, how much is available at the site of the action. All these need to be learned very well because the knowledge of this kinetics means absorption, distribution, metabolism, etc. Well, in the elimination, especially the elimination, provides the basis for rational dosage assessment. How much quantity of the drug has to be administered to an individual, and it's a very tricky situation because if you administer more drug, it may reach the circulation and high quantity may be reached, but at the same time, it causes the tissue toxicity. So one need to be very careful while administering a drug. And the Paracelsus has told that all the substances in this earth or universe are toxic, and the dose is the one which differentiates a toxic or a poison or a remedy. Means here, if the dose is increased, then it causes the effect, more and more effect, but at the same time, it causes toxicity, and hence one should be very careful while fixing the dose of a chemical. Then another terminology comes here, which is the clearance. It is also noted by CL, which is the clearance. The clearance of the drug is the theoretical volume of plasma. Theoretical plasma volume of the plasma from which the drug is completely removed in a unit time. So the analogy is the creatinine, blood creatinine. Creatinine is the one substance which is produced from the muscular exercises. It's a byproduct, and it's going to be excreted through the nephrons. If there is a damage of the nephrons or kidney, then the concentration of the creatinine in the blood is going to increase. That's the indicator of renal damage. So the clearance of a drug is the theoretical volume of the plasma from which the drug is completely removed in the unit time. This is totally impossible. The drug cannot be completely removed in the unit time. But you can imagine that the creatinine is completely removed from the body in 1 hour. That's known as the clearance. And for the majority of the drugs, the processes involved in elimination are not saturated for the clinically obtained concentrations, especially most of the drugs. And here certain important terms are coming because to the point of the examination, these are very, very important. So please note down, if you do not have the concentration or attention toward this slide, please read this matter very carefully because many times this first order or exponential kinetics, they will come in the examination always. It's a very frequently appearing question. Oh, okay, we are all getting the things, no? So please give the attention more and more. The rate of elimination. What's a first order kinetic? Because many times the people get confused. What's a first order kinetic, zero order kinetic? So the first order kinetic is the rate of elimination is directly proportional to the drug concentration, and clearance remains constant. The clearance remains constant, or a constant fraction of the drug present in the body is eliminated in unit time. Please read this sentence once again. What's a first order kinetic? Is the rate of elimination is directly proportional to the drug concentration. Anyway, I will give one of the important classical example for this through the animation. That's so as the concentration of the drug go on increasing in the body, the excretion also increase proportionally. Suppose 100 milligram, a person has consumed the 100 milligram of the drug, and the 50 milligram is excreted. Whereas if we taken the 200, then 100 milligram may be excreted. That's as the proportion of the drug or the concentration of the drug increases inside the body, excretion also increases simultaneously. Whereas the clearance means the drug excreted in the unit volume remains constant, or a constant fraction of the drug present in the body is eliminated in the unit time. This is how the first order kinetic, the what you call as the definition. And here, what's the first order kinetic and zero order kinetic? We will learn what's the zero order kinetic and first order kinetic. Here, in the first order kinetic, as the concept, suppose this, please hear here, in the first order kinetics, then as the concentration of the drug increases inside the body, please imagine that this is a body, and as the concentration, even though this is a water tank and this is having some exhaust. So as the concentration of the drugs go on increasing in the body, so the rate of elimination increases. So if the concentration is less here, then the excretion will be here. Whereas as the concentration increases, the force of the excretion also increases. So that is what you call as depicted here. The drug concentration, as it is go on increasing, rate of elimination is also going on increasing. Hope you got the point. Please remember, whenever you are writing about the first order kinetic and zero order kinetic, remember this example. This is one of the important and simple example how you can remember. Otherwise, it's very difficult and many times you get confused. So please hear one or two times. If you are not understanding, then you can ask it again. Later I am going to show you the animation, animation, which will be still more clear. So simply in the first order kinetic, as the concentration of the drug increases in the body, the elimination is going to be increased. Whereas in case of zero order kinetic, what's the zero order kinetic? The rate of, so this thing you have to mark, there is no other way, and or understand properly so that you can remember it forever. So the first order kinetic and zero order kinetic, we have to compare. The rate of the zero order kinetic means the rate of elimination. The rate of elimination remains constant irrespective of the drug concentration, and the clearance decreases with increase in the concentration. So the excretion decreases with increase in the concentration, or a constant amount. There the constant fraction of the drug is eliminated in the unit time. Example, example of the zero order kinetic is ethyl alcohol or the alcohol. And here I will read it once again. The rate of elimination remains constant irrespective of the drug concentration. How much quantity of the drug you are going to inject. Suppose if it is a person who is having the habit of drinking alcohol, then whatever may be the quantity, these are all theoretical things, and practically sometimes it may not happen. But when we are calculating the pharmacological or kinetic parameters, the first order and zero order kinetic are important. So imagine that a person is consuming the alcohol. So whether he consumes 1 peg or 2 peg or 3 peg, the quantity excreted in the urine remains the same. That's what the particular zero order kinetic same. That means constant amount of the drug is eliminated in the urine unit per time. The elimination of some of the drugs approaches saturation over the therapeutic range, and kinetic changes from first order to zero order kinetic at the higher dose. So usually, what's the first order kinetic? As the concentration of the drug increases in the body, then the excretion go on increasing. Then if concentration of drug is more and more, then it may undergo zero order kinetic, means a constant fraction of constant amount of the drug is excreted out of the body. As a result, plasma concentration increases disproportionately with increase in the dose. So there is no relation between the dose and excretion, especially in case of zero order kinetic. The example are the phenytoin, tolbutamide, thiophyllene and warfarin and alcohol. These are the classical examples of the zero order kinetic. I will make it still more clear. So the plasma concentration of the time profile, especially in this thing, during the elimination phase is linear in case of the zero order kinetic. Linear means it's a straight line. For example, 1.2 milligram quantity of the drug is eliminated every hour, independently of the dose concentration in the body. Whatever may be the concentration of the drug in the body, maybe 10 milligram, 20 milligram, 60, but a constant fraction of the drug, 1.2 milligram, is excreted. So this is known as this. If you plot a curve, then it's a straight line. So order zero elimination rather rare, but mostly occurring when the elimination system is saturated. So zero order kinetic is followed by only few drugs, like the examples what is given here. The most important drug which undergoes the zero order kinetic is ethyl alcohol or alcoholism. So please remember the alcohol. Whereas the other drugs like phenytoin means anticonvulsant agent, tolbutamide or it's a bronchodilator, thiophyllene is also a bronchodilator, and warfarin, it's a blood thinning agent. So the example of this is elimination of ethanol. Please remember the classical example of zero order kinetic is ethanol. So remember the zero order, like a person becomes zero knowledgeable when he has drunken alcohol, and alcohol is the classical example of the zero order kinetics. And here you can see, please remember this what you call as the cartoon. Here the couple are enjoying the drink and a person is enjoying the drink, ethanol. So this ethanol will produce zero order kinetic, whereas almost all other drugs, majority of the drugs, they follow first order kinetic, means as the concentration of drug increases, the excretion rate also increases. So remember this particular chart, that a drunken person is the classical example for the zero order kinetics. Here one element.
Do you know what's the difference between first order and zero?
Yeah, I will show you a what you call as the video in which you can understand it very, very better. Yeah, what's the difference between the first order kinetic and zero order kinetic? So the first order kinetic, here is a water tank. As the concentration or the water increases here, then you can see that the force of the excretion increases. As the concentration increases more and more, then the excretion increases. So the water flow increases here as the concentration increases. In the body also, as the drug concentration go on increasing, in the body also as the drug concentration go on increasing, the rate of elimination increases. That means it is directly proportional to the concentration of the drug. Whereas the zero order kinetic is just like a cars are moving in the traffic, and here the traffic poles are there. Here many cars are there, but only one car is given permission to go out. Here the drug concentration, even though it increases, the rate of elimination remains constant. Please remember this example, because if you read this example, then you can remember. Here the first order kinetic, you can see that as the concentration of the drug increases, the force of elimination increases or rate of elimination. That's how the drug concentration. Whereas in case of zero order kinetic, the rate of elimination remains constant, whatever may be the concentration of the drug, just like traffic, just like tank water. Please remember that particular thing. If you want it to play it by once again, then I will play it, because it's very important. The difference between first order kinetic and zero order kinetic is, yeah, you take here the example of a water tank. First order kinetic follows like this: as the concentration or the level of the water increases, the force of the excretion or force of the water also is also increased. Here also, as the volume of water increasing, the excretion force also increases. That's how it follows the first order kinetic. Means the drug concentration, as the drug concentration increases, rate of elimination is going to be increased to a greater extent. Whereas in case of the zero order kinetic,
It is like cars moving through a partial roadblock.
so it's a partial roadblock is there, then the car is moving. One car can only pass through the particular narrowed road, whereas the other cars need to follow the queue. So here, as the concentration of the drug increases, the rate of elimination remains constant. The classical example is for the alcohol elimination.
First order kinetic is like water moving out of a hole at a
So here, first
Excuse me.
order, then we will compare first order kinetic, it's more water moving out of the tank. And here, as the concentration increases, it is going to be increased. Whereas the zero order kinetic, more and more cars, but only one car is getting out. So this is the rate of elimination.
to understand rate of elimination.
So,
Excuse me, sir.
yeah.
Sir, in zero order kinetics, will the kidney going to slow its capacity, or else the drug concentration only going to decrease in the body, sir?
No, the whatever may be the drug concentration inside the body. Just remember this example, because this is a very important, and you will get confused a lot. Here, the first order kinetic, most of the drugs undergo that kinetic. You understood that thing. As the concentration of the drug increases, the elimination is also increasing. That's the first order kinetic. Whereas in case of zero order kinetic, even though the concentration of drug in the is increasing to the more and more, the rate of elimination remains constant here. This is all what you call as the theoretical. The example to this thing is, so there is a what you call as the landslide, especially in the Himalayan region. At that time, so many cars need to pass through that landslide. But in that very narrow road is there, only one car only pass. So even though so many molecules are there, drug molecules are there, only one molecule can pass through the excretion. That's how the zero order kinetic. Whereas the first order kinetic, the concentration is more. That water tank example, please remember. Okay. Hello.
Sir, why it happens like that, sir?
Huh?
Sir, which does this work in the body, sir?
What is that?
Restriction.
Huh?
In zero order kinetic, which organ does this restriction in the body, sir?
So usually zero order kinetic and first order kinetic, all the organs are participating. Or what are all the organs of excretion? Like number one is the kidney, number two is the feces, number three is the bile, number four is the sweat, or so many things. All these will participate. That's not the thing. But for example, it is the classical example of the zero order kinetic is the alcohol. That they say, but don't correlate it with clinically, and the phenytoin and other drugs, they are going to participate. Suppose you have administered 100 milligram of phenytoin in the first hour, then the excretion will be 10 milligram only, and you have increased it to 200 milligram, then also it is 10. That means constant amount of the drug is being eliminated irrespective of the dose. There is no difference between the dose and excretion. Whereas in case of the first order kinetic, there is a exponential increase in the excretion as the dose increases. Any doubt? Okay, read it one or two or three times so that you remember this example, or else you get confused. Okay, here see once again, first order kinetic, as the concentration go on increasing, then the excretion increases. Here more and more concentration, excretion increases. Whereas the zero order kinetic, the rate of elimination, what you call as, even the drug concentration increases, rate of elimination remains locked, or it is constant. You got the example? Please remember this particular slide whenever you are writing in examination. First order kinetic and zero order kinetic. Is it clear or any doubt?
Clear, sir.
Okay. So here one of the charts are prepared like how the first order kinetic and zero order kinetic. So this is the usual way of expression. Means first order elimination is as the concentration is here. The suppose the drug is given intravenously. Here the first the this is the time as the what you call as the time increases, the excretion go on increasing here, or the drug concentration is 5 here, and in the first hour only it is going to be excreted, whereas if it is 4, then it is going to be the second hour, third hour, like that. So there is a direct relation, exponential relation between the quantity administered and the excretion. Whereas in case of this zero order elimination, a constant amount of the drug is eliminated per unit time. Per unit time. In the first hour also it's same. Suppose it's 20 milligram per 100 ml per hour. And in the second hour also it will be the same. In third hour it's also same. So the linear line will be produced. And in this video you can see it more
Just to show
clear.
you where the cartoons are coming from.
So here
This is the drug.
inside the body
Outside
and
the
this is outside the
So the
body.
drug has been
Inside the body and outside the body. Then what happens is as the concentration inside the body it increases, then here the drug is inside the body, this is inside the body and outside the body. So as the more and more concentration is increasing, just here the example is given, right side that this is given. So drug elimination through pumps. So this is the example. So the drug concentration is 1, then elimination is also 1 here. It is directly proportional. And if the drug concentration increases 2, then here the elimination also increases as the inside the body. So you please see both of these things so that you can understand more and more. If the drug concentration is 3 or 3 milligram per kg, then elimination is also 3 milligram per kg. If it is 4 milligram per kg, means as the concentration of the drug go on increasing, then the elimination go on increasing. The concentration of the drug in the body and elimination, it is exponential in nature. As the concentration increases, the elimination increases. That is the first order kinetic. This is the pattern of the first order kinetic. When higher drug concentration results in a higher rate of the elimination, we call this as the first order elimination kinetic. This applies to absorption and permeation too also. First order absorption and first order elimination. So here this is depicted by this particular graph. Especially whenever a water is filled by a tank, as the volume increases, the excretion increases. This is the zero order. Here drug concentration is 4, rate of elimination is also 4 milligram per unit time. This is very similar to that of the car passing through a traffic. But even though you increase the concentration of the drug to 5, the elimination remains same. Means even though more and more cars are here, the outgoing cars is only 1 here, just like that. And even though the concentration is increased to 6, the rate of elimination remains constant. That's the 4 milligram per deciliter or like that. So, whereas the first order kinetic, you know, it is here the constant fraction of the drug is being eliminated. And here you can see that highest concentration of the drug is being excreted. And if you plot the chart, it will be very linear. So in 4 milligram also, it is 4 milligram per deciliter. Whereas 5 or 6 or 7, it remains the same. That's why it is, if you plot the concentration of drug and rate of elimination, then it is become linear. Zero order kinetics, when drug elimination occurs at a constant rate, we call this as zero order elimination, constant rate. This applies to the absorption and permeation too. Here you can remember the example of these cars. Okay. So whenever there is increased number of the cars, but they cannot go out because the road is narrow. Only one car can pass. That's why the constant amount of the drug is excreted irrespective of the dose. When drug absorption, permeation, elimination depends upon the drug concentration, we call it as the first order kinetic. Here, as the concentration increases, the absorption increases, the elimination increases. Whereas in case of the zero order kinetic, there is no relation between the dose and elimination. So, the first order elimination, the plasma concentration time profile during the elimination shows an exponential decrease in the plot with linear axis. We will see. And it will be linear if plotted in a semi-logarithmic. If you use the what you call as the regular digits, then it will be exponential. Whereas if you convert it to the log dose, then it is, or semi-log dose, it will be linear. For example, 1% of the drug quantity is eliminated per minute, and most of the drugs are eliminated by first order kinetic, just like the water tank. Please remember the example of water tank. More and more water, more and more excretion, means more force of excretion. So most of 90% of the drugs are getting excreted through the first order kinetic. Number 1 means most of the drugs. 0 means very less, means alcohol is the classical example. Hope you remember very well. Here you can see that first order kinetics. Please see that here this is the time, whereas the other thing it was the dose, and drug plasma concentration, it is going to be decreased as the time increases. So here it is initial hour, the concentration of the drug is about 15 milligram. Then it is reduced to 10, then it is reduced to 8 in the second hour, then it's going to be reduced to 4 in the fourth hour, then it is 2, like exponential, means in the stepwise increase is there. Then if you plot this is the what you call as the logarithmic. Here this is the linear, or this is logarithmic, means we have joined all these points, then it becomes a straight line. Because whenever there is a straight line, it's very easy to what you call as the calculate the pharmacological parameters. You need not worry about these formulations. Of course, this C is low, etc. This is the formula, and we are going to teach it to the PG students only. Don't forget. And only this chart, like exponential chart, is very important to remember. So this is very simple chart, how the first order kinetic goes. This is the time and this is the amount of the drug in the body. So it go on decreasing as the time increases in the exponential manner. As the concentration of the drug increases, the elimination also increases. So as the time increases, the elimination increases. Whereas the zero order kinetic, it is a constant amount of the drug. That means only one car can pass through the narrow road, even though there are hundreds of the cars. So it is not dose dependent. Whatever may be the dose, after some time it's going to decrease to the normal. That's the zero order kinetic. And first order kinetic is followed by most of the drug, whereas in zero order, only few drugs, very, very less drugs, like the alcohol. I have given the example of alcohol. Most of the drugs that are eliminated by first order kinetics are by oral route. So please remember this thing. The drugs are eliminated by first order kinetic, which are given orally, eliminated by first order kinetic.